actually start at plant cell stage. How's it, guys? And welcome to the very first Clan Wars stream. I am Yakusawa for Battle Bros. With me, I've got Scaly Rebel, and also joining us tonight is Dying Dutchman. How's it, guys? How are you?
Lekker and yourself, brother.
Hey, lekker man, can't complain.
Never, it's not worth complaining.
Yeah, exciting times though. It's our very first match in the Clan Wars that we're streaming. This is a seeding match, however, between CTK and MDK. I think it's going to be an interesting match.
Yeah,
definitely. Two strong teams, I believe.
So I mean, look, the way that these seeding matches, will work is that there's they'll play two maps. In this case, they'll start with Amiens, and then they'll go to a second map, and the difference in tickets will actually determine, where they sit in terms of the rankings, right? So it's not really a win-lose game tonight, although we will be indicating who's winning and who's losing. Obviously, at the end of the day, for seeding purposes, it's up to whether there's what the difference in scoring is.
100%. I think it's a good system, and it'll create a fair division.
Yeah.
So that people are not too upset playing in the wrong division, because that would be terrible. I think we would have a lot of people leaving Battlefield.
We don't want to be the one choosing people to be in that specific division, because we saw what happened in the.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear you there, Scaly.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm just saying, we didn't want to be the ones to choose teams to be in the specific divisions, because we saw what happened in Division 1. Some of the guys were upset, but obviously we came up with a solution to, to challenge. But after these few matches, then we'll definitely have a decent standing of the different clans, and then we can start the league from there.
Definitely. It does make everything a lot better, because when you got clans, I mean, we played AOV last week, Monday, and, if you have clans of lower caliber playing the highest caliber teams, start sort of discouraging guys. So we got to keep them all grouped right, and let people have, most importantly, have the most fun amount for the game. So we don't want anyone to be disappointed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sorry, guys.
And I think the nice thing about this is
while we're just waiting for the guys to actually start loading in the round, just the interesting fact, I remember I asked, I put a vote on Facebook as well as on the Discord channel, and the votes are in, and you'll see them on the screen now, and the votes went 59% to MDK and 41% to CTK. The CTK votes were 153, which constituted the 41%. And the MDK votes were 220, which constituted the 59%. So obviously, just from the two teams' perspective, I think the people that voted at least feels that MDK has a strong chance tonight. But still, there were 40-odd% of people that felt that CTK, was gonna take it, right?
Most definitely. I think it's a very tough one to call. They definitely an equal team, and whenever you play against them in pubs and that, they both got very strong players. I think it'll all come down to as the better gameplay and strategy, and that'll decide.
Yeah, I think the favoritism would be, because I think MDK is a bit more known than CTK. We haven't really seen CTK in a lot of matches as we've seen MDK, and especially the players as well. So I think that's why the vote, went for MDK side.
Definitely. But I think people will be also happy to know eventually, now they know what CTK actually stands for. Cape Town Killers. So now we can start spamming Facebook and Discord about what it stands for, and everyone can now be in the loop, and we can move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like those the mysterious launch of that clan, or when they started introducing themselves. You know, with a little marketing campaign that they did with what does CTK stand for, and everybody was like, "Oh, what is this?" Yeah, so that was a good move.
It was very clever, a lot of fun as well, and the memes and the little bit of banter that went on. It was brilliant.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Scully, do me a favor, bro. Just check if it's the chair that you're sitting on. But I'm hearing a slight noise, and it sounds like a chair moving back and forth. I don't know if it's.
It sounds like a squeaking sound.
I don't know if it's yours. Whatever.
I actually heard it from your side. It sounds like a piece of rubber or something squeaking.
Is it not wind?
No, there's this.
Because my lounge is so small, I practically am on the balcony, so could maybe be a bit of wind noise.
Let me have a look on my side.
There we go. Whatever happened there, I can hear it.
Let me turn off.
Is that better?
It might be your earpiece as well. I don't know. Anyway, it's not too bad, but I just thought let me just mention it.
I'm looking at the.
Everybody's in, eh?
Yeah, looks like they got their squad set up. MDK going for 3-3-3-3, and CTK going for the 5-5-2 option. So CTK will definitely have the bigger option on spawns when it comes down
when I look
to
at this, when I look at the scoreboard, I can see some familiar faces, especially on the MDK side, like Smithy, Shotgun Smith. We met when all of us just got Battlefield together with, I see Soul Jimmy and St. John HD and so on. Bones Malone, some of the old guys from MDK that went to MAD and now back with MDK. But especially Smithy, I think he's been off for a while, Yaku, going to America, doing some work there, and now came back.
Yes. He was. He's got something to do with roller coasters, so it sounds like quite an exciting job. So
Yes.
Shotgun Smith. Yes, he nailed me with shotguns all over the show.
Guys, so we have some feedback from the stream, and the guys reckon it is definitely a squeaky chair that we are hearing. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it sounds like a rubber thing squeaking or a toy or something. I don't know. It's definitely not on my side. Yeah. I hear it.
I'm sitting on a couch with no springs, so I highly doubt it's from my side.
Right, guys, it seems we're live. So I'm running with Smitty here. And let's see how it goes.
But I see it's only MDK that has spawned actually. Most of them. Oh, there we go. There they go. Maybe they had the time difference. Not right, or the starting time.
Or they're going to try capture the center objectives quickly and try set up a defense to stop CTK forcing through.
Yeah, I can't remember what was the okay, so they leave obviously they leave the home flags. So A and F stays uncontested, and it's only B, C, and E.
They can run through and can tick over, just can't be captured.
Yeah.
Yes, MDK moved in quickly. They've already got B, C, and D, and CTK is still stuck on E.
CTK are pushing in with a tank straight onto Duff.
Oh, look at the tank. Just flipped over. On its side.
Let's just see if we can see that tank. It's flipped over, I think.
Yeah, it's on its
Yeah,
side. Can you see it?
got
It's
it,
on
yeah.
its side. They're nailing it with the rocket guns. Both sides, from
It's
the
best
left
to get
and
out
from
of
the
there.
right. Oh, there we go. There, gone. It's out. Sure. Nice
MDK
work.
are definitely leaving that center channel open, and CTK are pushing off the C. So they're actually getting a good little flank around, while MDK
Bones.
are trying to push Edward, leaving the objectives open for CTK to
Bones
move in.
are flanked in here on the right hand side at the back. They were obviously the ones who participated in taking out the tank.
It's quite an important thing in this sort of game is you've got to get rid of the tanks quickly, because a good tanker and a good pilot can do so much damage to your team, especially if you're just 12 people. And if you have a dedicated team to taking out a tank, it makes your gameplay so much easier.
Absolutely.
So we have the CTK guys taking C now. So they've got C back here.
They got me! Medic needed!
That was a good flank.
And they've got three going,
MDK.
two coming to help on D. It was a good move by CTK to push the center and go around, not avoid the contact.
Right, and CTK now.
Yeah, we've got
CTK now going on to B. Sorry, Scully, I interrupted you.
Yeah, that's fine. I just saw that he's a little broken running down in the tracks, moving towards D, but then he got mowed down. Smithy actually took the long route to the left on his way to B.
Vortex cleaning out the last person on Duff. Hopefully someone can spawn on him. There we go, he's got team members. The MDK guys are definitely outnumbered now.
Sorry guys, just while we are watching, obviously if you want to join us for the live chat and have your say, there's a QR code in the bottom left hand of the screen. If you scan that with your phone, that'll get you a direct link to our Discord channel, and then you're more than welcome to come and join us and say something. We'd like to hear your views.
Yeah, let me open Discord and see what's happening. We've already got a few guys on there. Let me see.
Bogies. Yeah, we've got Bogies there. We've got Luke from EMT. And some of the guys from the first plan. CTK is also watching.
Oh, just got taken out by Bones.
And MDK have captured all those three flags again, so they've cleaned out CTK and pushed them back. I think it's going to be very difficult for them to push through now. See if MDK can maybe set something up and get a bit of structure going.
But MDK in the lead in terms of the ticket count.
Sure.
So, you know, they're 108 and 57 at the moment, so not doing too badly. A little bit of a lead at the moment, I would say.
Oh, and they're pushing now into Edward. CTK all running into Edward, not worrying about doing any flanks or anything. I think they're a bit flustered now.
I think a lot of the guys should maybe try and move on the right-hand side of E from their spawn point, you know, to move towards D and see if they can at least get one of those flags captured.
Yeah, they've got a tanker team going around, but MDK's got three guys coming, trying to intercept.
We've got MDK pushing hard here on Echo. A lot of MDK guys here at Echo.
Yeah, the back alley is full of action here at E. I think they've cleared it out. MDK is taking Echo. Can't see any of the CTK guys in that vicinity. Most of them are basically at Delta and capturing Charlie as well.
Yeah, I'm actually running with Karp, I think it's Karpovster, and he was heading towards Delta.
Yep.
So we'll see if he gets there now, and then I think after Delta they'll probably want to focus on Charlie.
MDK definitely running big squad.
But these guys are fast, right? The MDK guys. I mean, you can literally see them moving point to point, so they're quite quick.
We have lost objective button.
Definitely.
And they've see that they've mastered the shortest route to these flags as well. Where timing is everything when you want to capture as many flags as you can.
Hardy boy getting taken out from behind.
CTK moving into Echo again. Yeah,
there's also some action happening here at Bravo. Pushing quite heavily, and I think the CTK guys are a little bit outnumbered here at Bravo. Oh.
Broken taking some cover there.
He's a little broken was AOV player, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did play for them, but I think he left and went back to MDK.
Definitely a
our resident funny guy. Should write a song about this.
I see where MDK is keeping tight groups. CTK are a bit very loose, and they've got no support players running, and guys are just running into objectives. They need to sort of maybe find their heads a little bit and start grouping together a little bit more, because they're getting outnumbered on all the one-to-one gunfights coming into the heads of MDK.
Absolutely. If I take a look at the top view, you can see that CTK is a bit scattered, and I think that could be, a negative.
I'm actually driving here with Bones Malone in his tank, and he's just ripping it at the moment.
Well, Bones has got, I see that he's got 10 kills and 2 deaths. Soul Jimmy also doing very well with 10 kills and 3 deaths. And he's just, I think he's a support player tonight. Yes, support.
Yeah, they're running, I've seen a lot of teams are running like these 5-5-2, like CTK. And they've got the same sort of setup with 2 on a tank and a support and a tanker. Whereas MDK have got 3, 2 on a tank and their tanker. So I think it's working out for them, especially on the repairs and just cleaning out anyone who's trying to attack the tank.
So guys, if you have a look now at the screen, I've actually got Bones Malone's statistics up on the screen. And his score per minute is around 1,243, which is actually quite good for a player. And he's, funnily enough, he's top class is scout, and he was doing pretty well in that tank actually.
Yeah, I see his KD is 2.13, which is in the top 13% of our group of players. I suppose this will be in South Africa, and top 3% with his BTR score. Also put in a lot of hours. Look at that, 31 days, 1 whole month of his life spent on Battlefield.
But I think when it comes to, we've done a lot of friendlies as the first platoon, and a lot of guys, ourselves included, we all thought Argon would be a good idea because there's no planes and no tanks. And I saw on Facebook lately, a lot of people trying to rush before the registrations close to get tankers and pilots, and because it makes a massive difference. It's like the NFL, everybody's fighting over good players and having arguments about who need to go where.
Correct.
Bit of
everyone wants to get the best
players.
Yeah.
There's always,
there was a bit of tension there. Yeah, and it's sad to see, when stuff like that happens. I mean, obviously the one clan is is upset with the other clan. But at the end of the day, it boils down to the loyalty of the players, you know.
100%.
And because they are ultimately the people who makes the decision to leave a clan and to join another clan and so on.
Exactly. That's 100%.
Yeah, so it's sad to see that some clans did not participate, and I mean, personally, it is one of my favorite clans is MSNK that decided not to participate. I mean, I've been a good fan of that clan since when they started, and doing those good videos and doing the marketing and all of that. It's good quality visual stuff that we see in the South African gaming community that they brought forward. And for them not to participate is definitely a bit of a disappointment. But I'm sure season 2 they might be back. They might have regrouped with new strategy, new players, and maybe improved on some of the new guys that might come in and so on. And season 2 might see them back on the screen again.
Oh, and someone trying to take on Bones Malone's deciding not to. CTK scattering. They know the tank's there and the whole of MDK. I think it's time for them to get out.
CTK doing some good work here on Bravo, here by Plaza Ruin. But they're still a bit scattered. But
MDK are so quick. They hardly got the chance to capture C and MDK are there, and they back at B.
And they're moving into B, and there's a bit of numbers as well coming in. And there's not a lot of CTK numbers here at Bravo, which I'm having a look at now.
Who's in the car for CTK? Because he's taking a lovely Sunday drive there. He's driven around the whole map. And they just took him out now. Yeah, there we go. They got, unfortunately.
Going for a cruise.
Yeah, he wanted to go to our through Hill Ground.
And we've got only one CTK player at the Bravo flag. There's a couple of MDK guys coming in, and I think they're going to try and cap this Bravo flag here.
So we've also got 2 guys at Delta from CTK trying to take over that flag. There's some of the players at Charlie. So the points difference is in the region of more or less 100.
At the moment, yeah.
So there is still time, I think.
Yeah, it's 180 points difference.
But that'll mean that they're going to have to try and capture at least 3 of those flags and keep it until the end of the round if they want to win.
Yeah, definitely. I think CTK have definitely been a bit flustered from the start, and MDK's game plan separated them up quite a lot. And they're sitting on objectives for a very long time. They're not rotating. So they're sitting on objectives expecting to defend it instead of just moving on and capping the next flag.
Yeah. Looking at the scoreboard now, I can see that Isabel Broken is also doing very, very well. With 22 kills, 7 deaths, running as assault, and Bones Malone still in the tank there for 21 kills and 2 deaths. Very good.
Yeah, definitely. They all were running positive. They definitely got a good strategy going.
The thing is, if you can keep your tanks, I mean, that's a valuable asset to have if you're in this game mode. And to keep it, staying it alive, I mean, it's an excellent spawn point because any of your players can spawn in the tank.
Exactly.
Whereas if you don't have it, you're limited to spawn on your squad mates only.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big advantage to keep your tank. It's also defense and attack. It can be placed anywhere. If you've got a good squad leader getting the guys positioned well in the tank, it's devastating to the other team. And I see MDK are moving on CTK's tank, who's alone, and that looks like they're going to take him out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bones taking a bit of damage there. See, the tank is on fire. But does he have a spanner? Let's see. Yes, he's got a spanner.
Taken out by Soul, Jimmy.
Jinx.
Yeah, there goes
Jinx Lotus.
CTK grouping not really keen to go into the objectives, sitting outside.
They have just headed into Charlie, So they are sort of moving on to Charlie now. Yeah, so there's a couple of numbers there as well.
And one CTK guy trying to move for Butters. But it looks like Mad know exactly where he's going.
We have lost objective Edward.
Smitty doing some good defensive work here, Charlie. With the infamous Hellriegel.
I'm running with Vortex, and he also has the Hellriegel out, doing some good work with that. And CTK have just taken Charlie. I think they're going to head over to Delta now to try and take that. But the thing is with these MDK guys, they're so quick. If they see you taking an objective, they just sort of change direction and head back, right?
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
Very quick to respond.
They like the cockroaches in my kitchen. They get through every fucking gap before I get a chance to get to them. It's unbelievable. They've run together well this whole game. We haven't seen any of these MDK guys alone. There's always been support play, and it's been crucial.
And I think this Delta flag being contested at the moment might be the last flag of the map being contested before we see the end of this round.
Yeah, see, the score is very close with MDK leading at the moment with 475 versus 265.
CTK are definitely going to have to do map if they think they're going to come back. On the ticket difference, they're going to have to work very hard. MDK also being very well experienced. I mean, clans that would be hated if I'm not mistaken. So they've been around for a long time in the game.
Yes, they have been.
Yeah. And MDK all pulling into the Delta flag now. And I think...
Now we're just going to have a shoot. Yeah. Now it's just a bit of deathmatch and a bit of pride to see who gets to kill who. There we go.
So the first map goes to MDK. We'll see the score changing there at the bottom of the screen. 1 to MDK, 0 to CTK. Of course, again, as I said, this is a seeding match. So the ticket count 500 and 277. So there's about a 223 difference. So that will be the first recorded score, and that will go on to the difference in tickets. So obviously within seeding matches, it's quite important to get the biggest sort of ticket difference that you can, because obviously that helps you in terms of where you eventually seed into which division. Seeding matches, of course, only 2 maps being played. So the next map is the last map. The only way we can go to a third map in a seeding match is if both matches are draws. Otherwise, it will just be a ticket difference that will align the guys in terms of that. So quite exciting for a first seeding match, I think. To be honest, even though CTK has always claimed not to be a super competitive team, they were fighting back hard against MDK there. They weren't letting down at all. I just think MDK was a little bit more organized in that map. They knew where they wanted to go. They knew the shortest routes, so they sort of got to the flags a little bit quicker.
Absolutely. I think you can definitely see experience coming through from MDK side.
Yeah.
So we're having 2 games on ABMs to decide, or do they go through? Looks like 2 games on RMNs then.
Yeah, I think it's with the seeding matches, some of the guys decided just to do 1 map. So they just do 1 map from both sides, and then I think Kabir said then they take the highest score, the combined highest score, and according to that, they'll be seeded.
Yeah.
But I see that there's some of the guys that's leaving. Maybe that's just for moving people around.
That could
in the
also
server.
still be the server dropped issue that we've been seeing over the last couple of days. That the guys are dropping after sort of every round. I think it's actually that, to be honest, because the one team has almost dropped out entirely. So I think they'll just wait for the guys to rejoin onto the server. It's a pity about the server dropping issues that we've been having.
I think
go ahead.
I think they're restarting the server. I think they're starting it with a different map.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll be back in just a moment there, Jaco.
Or do commentators get kicked as well? I suppose DICE doesn't discriminate. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Server disconnected.
All right,
yes.
We'll just rejoin the server. And then I just need to just re-enter the server quickly. There we go.
Hopefully they're able to fix this dropping issue, because I think it's frustrating a lot of people, and it's also causing a lot of games to have queues, which is annoying. And you wait in a queue for a whole game and get kicked.
Yeah, look, I mean, it must be some sort of issue that they. I mean, I saw some commenting in terms of that they are working on it or something like that. But I would have thought that they would have fixed it already, because it can surely not just be us. I assume this is a bigger problem, right?
Yeah, but European servers, it's not happening.
It must be, because I mean, we're on a European server now, right?
Oh, okay, that's actually true.
Yeah, I also thought it was only. I thought it was only us that's sucking on the wooden teeth.
Apparently not.
We as Africans always get second best, huh?
Oh fuck yeah, I know.
But I see now on another topic, they've finally made another map of vanilla, which is great. Ooh, oopsie. Me leave there. I joined in as a player. Definitely don't want to do that.
I see the next map is going to be Argonne Forest.
Yeah.
But I see we've been given Prise de Thieu, the French map, as a free vanilla map now in the vanilla map rotation, which is great. So hopefully people stop picking Sinai Desert and start picking something else.
Yeah, I think what we can do is, you see, the league hasn't officially started except for Division 1. So once the update is through and we've got all the players basically in the specific divisions, seated in their divisions, we can have a look at maybe removing one or two of the old maps and bringing in some of the new ones just to keep it fresh. I think it'll be awesome, because we've got the night maps. I think the night maps are included in the base game already. And which was the new one that they announced today?
Prise de Thieu, which is one of the French ones in that French town. It's like Amiens, but the French version. Unless Amiens is French, my history is a bit.
The one with the poppy fields.
No. It's the night French map.
The one with the buildings. Yes.
Got all the buildings,
yes. I remember. Yeah. Yes, that's actually also a beautiful map. If you spectate that map, nice. It's absolutely awesome.
It is stunning.
Yeah, I mean, actually, to be honest, most of the night maps. I assume there's going to be a lot of people, looking at the stream that play Battlefield 4. And if you've ever played Battlefield 4 night maps compared to the way that they did night maps here in Battlefield 1, the night maps in Battlefield 1 is much better, right?
Better.
I mean, the quality is better, the visuals are better, the visibility is better. So just overall, it's a better experience playing a night map in Battlefield 1 for me personally. Now, of course, you had back in Battlefield 4, you had those night vision scopes and the IR scopes and, sorts of stuff like that could help you. So I assumed because you have none of that in Battlefield 1, they sort of had to up the ante from a visual perspective, to make it, nice and playable for the guys, right?
Yeah, 100%. I prefer the night maps. Yeah, Naval Nights was a good addition to the vanilla maps as well. A map that I enjoy a lot as well. And they just got to keep it fresh, you know. I think they should remove Sinai Desert from the game, because people, I don't know what it is with
Yes,
people
I don't like that map.
What is it?
I don't.
Absolutely. But you'll get 40 people voting it, and then they get in,
Yes.
and then everybody leaves.
You do that, yeah. That happens, right? That happens. Or you...
Maybe they're just tired and they make mistakes. I'm not sure, but yes, it's a horrible map to play on. For some people who enjoy sniping and, you know, doing the comrades, maybe it's fun. But for some people,
you can spend literally half an hour on that map just running. That's it.
Yeah,
and you know, Suez is another one where it's so linear and you just get spawn raped on Suez constantly. I enjoy the map, but I also don't enjoy getting stuck in my home base, you know. Like to play out. But this new map, Prise de Tour, will definitely bring a bit of refreshment. As Africans, as we generally do, we'll just play it until it's completely unplayable anymore.
Yeah, do it the good way.
Yeah, 100%. And they keep offering, I mean, premium's been quite cheap. They keep coming out, so people need to keep checking. Premium generally goes for $230 every now and then, you know. So if people keep checking the store, you can get premium for a bargain and have all the DLCs, which is great.
Yep. So I see all the guys are in. I think they're loading. They're waiting for a specific start time. So it will be with, I reckon, probably 1 minute if it was me. Let's just see. They should spawn in momentarily because they are all in the server lined up in their teams. Let's just have a look at the scoreboard. Yeah.
And it looks like they're keeping their
So
squad
Peter,
formations. CTK
so Peter,
are
while
the
we are waiting,
Americans.
do you want to maybe just give the guys an overview of how the submission of the scoring will work?
sorry, I could just say again, I didn't
so while
hear
we're
you
waiting, do you want to just give the guys an overview of how the submission of the scoring will work? I mean, after this match, the guys are going to submit their scores.
Yeah, basically what's going to happen is they need to submit their scores to Kabir, and he will reconcile. And as we get everybody's scores in, you know, he'll do the placement within the divisions. And I just want to send a reminder that once the league starts, we're going to count points to the MVPs, which will be the top players of each team. So we're going to need screenshots of that in order to record the points for each map and then combine it. And then what we're going to do at the end of the day, after the match is played, each one of the MVPs will receive 1 point each, and the one with the highest score between the two of them will get 2 points. And we'll log that on our website, and obviously the more times that you as a player receive the MVP spot, you'll be raking up some points. And at the end of the year, around about October, once we finished with season 1, 2, and maybe 3, we don't know, you know, we'll send the MVP a little prize. It's something new. We haven't done it before, so it's obviously something new. But it's it's an exciting new concept.
Lekker.
It looks like CTK are taking steer over here. They got onto the flag pretty quickly, but MDK doing quick work of them clearing most of their players out and trying to get onto the objective.
I see Smithy and the King doing a good flank here on the right-hand side of Charlie, splitting up, one going to Charlie and the other one, Smithy moving over to Bravo. He's faced with 3 of the CTK guys, Smithy. Obviously not trying to be...
Yeah, trying to get on Soul Gym.
If you look at Smithy, you can see experience counting in there. He knows exactly where to go and stand. You've got 4 CTK guys running past him, and he's just hanging around waiting patiently for some of his teammates to spawn on him so that they can engage on Bravo. doing a flank coming in from the backside, taking out 2 of CTK players. Oh, that was a good one.
CTK doing well to get back on the team, but MDK have all moved into butters and taken that objective from them.
It shows you the advantages that you have once you know the map. You know exactly which rock to go and hide behind in order to keep yourself concealed and not die in the process. Sneaky playing there. Sneaky, but it's good.
Yeah, there's a few times I've played on Argo and some players now to get into certain trees, which is unbelievable. You go running past, like 10 of you run past this guy and he's up in
the only thing on this map is if you spectate this map, there's a lot of first person that needs to go on because it's so difficult trying to spectate in third person or top view on this map because of all the trees and the cover and bushes and whatever. So you end up being in first person most of the time on this map. So
yeah, it is a very difficult map to spectate on. CTK trying to hold Duff now. Unbelievable. MDK moves so well together and they move as one unit.
I'm just going to head over to Duff here because I think there might be a bit of a push on that. We'll see now.
Yeah, definitely within this one choke point by the tracks, and between those 2 little cliffs or 2 mountains, 2 little cliffs there, where St. John just stabbed someone again, taking out whole face for the knife.
Ah, hitting him with a shovel.
With the shovel.
Yeah. And a knife.
Fatality just got taken out by Spawn Militia. Big push on Delta, yeah. But again, you know, these CTK guys definitely not lying down. I mean, they are fighting to hold that point.
Not a walkover. Totally not a walkover. Absolutely not a walkover. They're doing a good job in defending and coming back. To take back the flags that was taken from MDK.
Yeah.
MDK slightly in the lead at the moment with like 96 versus 54. So it's still, at this point in time, I think it's still anybody's game. Delta going down. CTK capturing Charlie.
But this is CTK's first competition that they entered. So I think they still got a bit to learn if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry, Dash, your mic just went a little bit soft there. Just say again.
It's CTK's first competition.
Yes.
So I think they've still got quite a while to go and work out strategy and stuff. But for now, I'm sure the guys are just having fun. So
they've always said actually that they are a bunch of fun players, and I think you're right. I think it's the first time that they are, you know, considering being competitive. And to be honest, you know, taking that into account, these guys aren't doing badly at all. I must tell you, against a team like MDK, you know, which have played a few competitions, which know each other, which play very well together. I think they're doing okay.
No, they definitely are. I take my hat off to them.
You can see this is where all those little friendlies come in very handy. Hooking up with some friendlies with various clans. Learning the way that they play together.
You've got to organise those friendlies. We've been organising for our platoon. We're trying to organise a friendly every 3rd or 2nd night, you know. I mean, it's no different to jumping onto a public lobby, you know, but at least your guys are getting game plan, you're all getting together. Just organise some friendlies and just learn a few things as well. You know, just don't organise a friendly with AOV. That was a mistake.
It won't be a friendly anymore.
Yeah, it's very disheartening.
But I guess at the end, that's the only way, right? I mean, the only way you really get better is by playing like really good teams, right?
Yeah, you have to, and then practice on the teams that are on your level, you know. But what I noticed with AOV is that their players are modified. They don't have their right or left knee down to their feet is missing. They're always on their knees. Even when they're running, they're on their knees. I don't know if you've noticed that. They're constantly sliding everywhere. They don't have full use of their legs. You're in a building and they're sliding around. The next battlefield, they're going to have skateboard.
Yeah, look, I mean, I know we're laughing about it, but in essence, you know, I mean, even those sort of moves take a huge amount of skill, right?
No, definitely. You know what? Props all. I organised with AOV so we could play them, so we could see what all the hype was about. And those guys work well together. You know, they've been playing for a very long time, and they're a very good team. So hats off to them. And one day we can hopefully compete there. But they've really got it down. I mean, some of our guys, myself included, we try sliding, but we end up lying down. You know,
yeah.
It's fatigue or we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I crawl a lot
we
myself.
Try, you know. Yeah, it's better. You know, and people moan about campers, but once you're supposed to get into a public lobby with LGD and AOV and MDK and MSMK, you know, if you walk out the door, you're dead. So you just try to save yourself a bit. So just sit in a corner and hopefully someone comes past. A little bit of dynamite, you know. Maybe you go positive.
You have to be creative. You have to.
No, definitely. I've been trying a lot of things with the limpet now. So, you know, you just run into a room full of people and they're more concentrated on you and just chuck the limpet and die. And your one kill, you might get 2 or 3. So it's probably worth it.
There's some suicide missions there. That's one thing. I mean, I've been trying to play with the, because I see some of the guys are really good with dynamite. You know, running into a room, chucking in dynamite, running out and let it explode. I've tried that shit, but I just blow myself up.
I love dynamite, except when someone's dynamiting me, which is the problem. And you know it's coming because you'll go to the door and you'll see this little round thing coming in through the door, and before you
I have that problem with gas. So. I absolutely love gas, except when I die with gas.
Or kill yourself.
Yeah.
But I see they fixed that now. Obviously, gas is not allowed in the division or in the league. But if you now throw gas, you can hurt yourself, but you can't hurt your teammates. If you remember way back in the beginning, it was different, right? You could hurt everyone, and I think the guys just got too annoyed with it.
Yeah, it was definitely an annoyance. I see CTK definitely trying to hold up here, but MDK is taking a lot of the points. But CTK definitely spreading their guys a little bit more and staying more grouped, which is helping them to keep a bit close, you know.
But CTK is moving on C at the moment, so there's 3 or 4 guys maybe. There is a little bit of MDK numbers there as well.
Yeah, they're coming in from both sides. They don't have a chance on the bridge is always a difficult point to take because the only way that you can capture the thing is right on the bridge.
CTK having to spawn all the way at home base. That's a long run. And now MDK can regroup and
see some happy dances, you know.
Yeah.
Some track teabagging happening, yeah.
Are they teabagging? Who's teabagging?
No, it's just the track teabagging there, just a happy dance they're doing.
Oh, lovely. It's always nice to do the ball dance. Someone taking...
So a lot of action in front of B and on B at the moment. The MDK guys pushing back into B. They're going to try and take that.
Trying to force their way through the doors, yeah.
Oh, and they've got 2 guys coming back here.
Some guys on fire there.
They're going to try and intercept, but they're facing the completely wrong way. There's 2 guys coming in.
Bones going for a flank on the left here.
Yeah. I'm running with Bones Malone. He's going to try and... it looks like he's going to try and flank. And he's actually quite smart. He's going to blow open the door that they've locked. So that gives them an opportunity there to go down into the basement and approach from two sides.
MDK is in the building now. See, we've got
CTK are clever. They're not going to fight over the objective. They've decided to move on and try and go for Duff and Charlie. But MDK has left one man there. Definitely alert to the players.
Yeah, they need to split up now and try and take two flags. That's exactly what they're doing. One guy on Charlie, and the rest of the guys moving over.
But again, MDK is flanking from both sides, which is going to make it difficult for CTK. Because I see Smith X coming from one side, and then we've got a couple of MDK guys pushing from the other side. We've got some CTK guys coming in from Delta's end. They might actually even be heading towards Delta. Try and leave C alone and push on D. Let's head over to B and go and see. Yeah, there's quite a couple of CTK guys here at the Delta point. So they're going to try and hold it to bring down the ticket count.
So just to cut the guy sitting at that heavy machine gun, the stationary gun.
So Dutchman, tell me quickly. Obviously, whenever we stream, your handle gets shortened, right? I become Jakes or Sour, Scully becomes Rebel or just Scully. I mean, what do you prefer, Dying or Dutchman? Ah, Dutch.
No, that's
all right.
Yeah. I'm not really, as I said, a Kenny Afrikaans part, you know. But because all my friends say I sound Afrikaans, it just sort of stuck through the years. So I figured, why not? If you can't beat them, join them, huh?
So that's where the Dying Dutchman came from.
Yeah, because my KD.
Yeah, dude, but then your name will suit me a lot better.
But I see MDK are very clever. They group and leave someone to cap there, and then they move on and go take the next objective. And they always got someone on a point.
Although CTK has done well now. I mean, they've taken back Bravo and they are pushing on C as well. So they are definitely pushing.
Definitely, they're giving them a good push.
They should be watching though, because behind them they are starting to lose B, and that will give MDK the opportunity again to attack from both sides of the bridge.
Yeah, MDK's map awareness is very good. They know exactly where to go and what channels to use.
Yeah. There are some guys back here at Bravo from CTK. Absolutely. MDK, a little bit of a push, not too many guys, maybe 3 or 4. Gonna try and push on B here. I'm gonna run with Boer Bliksem here for a second. Oh, we just got nailed by fatality.
CTK definitely holding B down now, having a little slumber party inside there. And MDK is starting to create a bit of a wall, push up on Butters, stop them from flanking around.
It's always difficult to try and get through these doors, eh? There's always someone on the other side, on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of it.
Yeah, there's no quick way of doing it. You pretty much have to sacrifice a player. So just tell a player, well, you know what you're doing, Cup, why don't you go in there and just tell us which side they're shooting from, so you can then decide what to do, you know. Just sacrifice one guy.
And MDK pushing harder on B now. Again from both sides. So it's going to be, they're going to find it very difficult, CTK, to hold them out.
Having a look at this at the scoreboard, I just have a quick glance. You can see that MDK's KD is much higher than on CTK sides. Guys with 24, 27, 25, or 9, 7, 12, which is actually very good.
CTK is doing a lot better than what they did.
The previous round, yeah.
Yeah, all of the guys doing a little bit better there to kill MDK. We got 3 guys from CTK busy going out. 2, 3 going for Duff, 1 for C.
And they are
3 guys outside.
And they are finishing up batters now. Let's just see. See, there's a couple of guys pushing towards Charlie as well. 2 CTK guys. I don't think it's enough, to be honest, because there's a lot of MDK guys coming from Bravo's side, and there's also a bit of support coming in from the opposite side from Delta. But I think they might want to handle off Delta or Charlie first and then head to the next point, MDK.
Broken cleaning out the bridge
taking
there.
back Charlie, and they'll surely head over to Delta after this, because CTK is busy capping Delta.
One CTK guy's just busy moving around, probably trying to get a spawn.
Acting a bit of a spawn beacon.
Taking out MDK.
You have to, right?
Yeah, you have to in this game. You know, a lot of you got to try and some people that running in gung ho doesn't really work. I like to see if I'm outnumbered and like to remove myself from the point and just wait for more team players to come in and then move in. Because you're no good to your team if you just run in one man against 5 people.
I think this Delta flag that MDK is now capping will probably be either that or the Bravo flag will be the last contested flag of this round. The ticket close, the ticket count almost done. Yeah. And it looks like, again, probably around 200 plus tickets. The ticket difference there.
Almost exactly 200. It's pretty much 205. 207, yeah. And it looks like MDK are taking Butters back.
There is a bit of a skirmish here, Charlie. Quite a few CTK guys pushing in.
I must say CTK have done a lot better than what I thought for their first competitive games. And this is the seeding, so wherever they land up in whichever division, I'm sure they'll do a lot better, because MDK is quite a top team.
Correct.
A difficult team to beat. So I hope to see CTK doing very well in the division they put into.
I'm sure MDK will end up in Division 2 at the end of the day, because they are one of the more experienced.
So there we go, guys, around 206. So, sorry, 256. 256 is the scoring count there. So at the moment that is 2 then to MDK. Yes.
Yeah,
so guys, the way again, just to explain the way seeding matches will work, there's only 2 matches being played, and there's a difference in ticket scoring, and those differences are all added up and tallied up, and that provides a division setting or a seeding in which division the guys will be. So obviously tonight was the first Clan Wars game as a seeding match. I believe, you know, MDK has taken this one quite confidently, but you know, CTK again, I mean, I've got to agree with Dutch, is that I think these guys did a lot better than what I thought they would, considering that it's really the first time that they are playing competitively, and I'm actually quite impressed with the way they played.
Yeah, I was also very impressed. I look forward to seeing which division they put into, and I'll definitely be watching out for them, because they've got a lot of talent in their platoon, and they can only get better from here. And they can take what they've taken from MDK's match and apply it to their own strategy, and just only get better from there.
So, Scully, if you don't mind, if you could just drop a message there to the 2 clan leaders if they would like to join us for a quick conversation.
Yeah, I have spoken to them earlier. I'm sure they will join us, but let me see if I can get them in Discord.
Jaco, if you just want to give us a reminder on the Discord to join by the
Yeah,
QR code.
so guys,
While
if
I
you
do
are
that.
joining the live match now, obviously there is several ways that you can watch it. You can watch it in the live stream as we are doing now. You could also obviously listen to us on Discord like it's a radio channel, so that's pretty cool. But to participate in terms of the live chat, you have to be part of the Discord, part of our Discord group, and you will use the channel called BF Clan Wars. It's the one that was noted on the screen earlier when we were on the live screen. But to join the Discord group, if you are watching this stream on your TV or your tablet or your PC, you can just use your phone to scan the QR code, which is now in the bottom left-hand corner of the thank you screen. And that will get you a direct link or a direct invite to the Discord group, and that way you will be notified of any live events, or you can chat with us or whatever may be the case. Guys, something else that I want to just note, I did put it on the Discord group today, but if you're already part of the Discord group, all the clan logos are as from today available as icons or as little emojis. So feel free to use those as much and as often as you like. It makes Discord a little bit graphical as well, so that's pretty interesting. I see that Bones has joined us. I think, Bones, you are on mute, I can see. So if you want to unmute yourself, we can see if we can hear you.
And if you have an iPhone, go into permissions in your settings on your iPhone and turn the mic on. Allow for mic on the Discord app.
Yeah, you need to set the permissions on your app to do that. Bones, if you can hear us.
Bones probably has an iPhone. So in your iPhone settings, you will have to enable the mic within the Discord app to allow us to hear you.
Yeah, you just go to your phone's actual settings, go to Discord down in applications and just put mic
Just speaking about that, iPhone is very, very focused on security, isn't it? When it comes to this sort of thing.
They're very focused on fucking you over is what they are. It's a very pretentious brand to be with, but unfortunately they're clever, because when you put in your email, set everything up, you're pretty much stuck with it.
Yeah.
You know, they like super glue, but in a bad way. So, and the security, I mean, your password as well needs 4 different letters, blood from your cat, and this cap and that number, and it's a bit of an anal phone to have. But once you get them set up, well, security is good. It's just your permissions. Whenever you put an app on, you don't want that app to do anything. Data is so expensive.
Yeah.
You just say no to anything that pops up. And unfortunately,
you guys hear me now?
There we go.
Bones, we hear you.
Yeah. I was trying to do it on my PC, but for some reason it didn't work.
Excellent,
I'm on my phone now.
Cool, man. Thanks for joining us. How was the game?
It's good to get into a competitive match with the new MDK team. So yeah, it was fun, eh?
Yeah, we saw some good tactics, and you can see experience coming through with you guys. Running in groups, where we saw that CTK was a bit more scattered, and that most probably cost them the match.
So we did allow them through a few times, which is something the boys need to work on. But I mean, the CTK guys like to flank. We noticed they kept going for our home objectives, and I thought we had those flanks covered, but obviously we didn't. So we'll need to work on that.
But your team in general runs very well together, I think.
Yeah, we've got. So what we've done is we've just made the squads. It's mates, bro. The guys who play with each other on pub servers, they must be in a squad together. They know each other, and that's how you're going to play well.
100%. Yeah, I think a lot of teams go by that, ourselves included. But you guys ran well together, and you kept your grouping very tight, which was quite interesting to watch. You guys flustered CTK quite a few times. Cleared their whole team out of the objectives.
Shame.
Yeah, no. In overall, I think you guys played very well. had a look at the, you can see that the guys have been playing together for a while, and they know exactly, the shortest route to the map. One thing that we noticed is that whenever a map was taken from you, it's within a few seconds, MDK came back and took the map, from them again. So there was overall good gameplay from your side.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks a lot,
So
man.
Bones, just tell me.
Yaku, yes, sorry, man. I just wanted to say I did invite the guys from CTK in here, but I don't know if they're going to join. I don't know if they manage to know how the app works. But so I don't think we should wait for them.
They might be hurting, man.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Let them go to bed.
Bones, thanks for joining us. Dutchman, you as well. Guys, thanks for joining us and watching us on the stream.
Always a pleasure.
As always, keep watching the Facebook channel and the Discord. We will notify you guys of any other live matches that we will be streaming. From my side, Yakusawa, and I'm sure Scully wants to say good night as well. Happy gaming. See you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I just want to say congrats. Yeah, just want to say congrats again to MDK, Bones. You guys played very well. I'm sure that you guys are going to end up in Division 2 at the end of the day, and a true contestant within the league. So good luck with the rest of the league, and I'll see you guys on the battlefield.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.
100%.
Cheers. Thanks, Dutchman.
Cheers, eh?
Bye-bye.
Have a lekker one, and sleep well. Cheers.